Hello, my fellow trucking friends, my fellow trucking friends. Ooh, ooh, my fellow trucking friends. Hello, my fellow trucking friends. It's Thursday night. Woo, woo, let's do some trucking. I know, I really need to work on my theme song because it's really kind of pathetic, right? It isn't, I'm working on it. Okay, I'm really not working on it. In my head, I work on it. No, I don't even do that. I pretend. But someday, maybe, I'll have a theme song. I actually was thinking about maybe like this cool montage of finished projects that would flash in front of the screen as you wait for me patiently. Yep, another day in the house can tell you, time for Maria to get out. I might even just pretend that we need toilet paper so I can search the world for toilet paper. But we don't need toilet paper. I hope nobody else needs toilet paper either. And I hope you're all doing okay. I am Making Maria. I am a Chalk Couture independent designer. Thank you all for joining me this evening. We are going to make two quick little projects tonight. One of them is Everything is Going to Be All Right, and the other one is I Am Very Busy. We're going to make two very fun ones. Hello, Miss Carol. Hello, Mr. Mike. Welcome, welcome everybody to our Chalk Party. So I'm Making Maria. I'm an independent Chalk Couture designer. I do a live demonstration video every evening around 9 o'clock Central Standard Time, with the exception of Saturdays. I don't make one on Saturdays. If you are watching my replay, please say hello. So you can do a hashtag replay. You can just say hi. I do get the comments, even if you watch the replay later. So welcome to everybody. If you're watching me on YouTube, again, say hi. Thank you for watching me. If you want to like the video, if you enjoy it, as well as subscribe to my YouTube channel, that would be awesome too, because I do upload these videos to YouTube. Hey Darlene, welcome to our Chalk Party. So if you are not familiar with Chalk Couture, it is amazing. Oh my gosh, it's mind-blowing. It's a complete life changer when it comes to easy high-end DIY home decor crafting, because it's really easy and it gives you really nice results every single time. So it's really fun. Anybody can do it. You don't have to be crafty. You can be crafty. You can be little, as in like little kid. You can be older. Anybody can do this. It's very fun. It's very easy, and it's very stress-free. It's a lot like therapy for Maria. I know I always talk about myself in the third person, but I come down here every night and it's just kind of like, my stress of my day goes away and I get a few minutes with you guys to say hi, check up on you all, and do some fun crafting. So Chalk Couture is an amazing company. We make adhesive silkscreen transfers that are reusable. So you use them over and over and over again to create lots of different projects. You can use it with our Chalkology paste, which is semi-permanent when dries hard. You can use it with our Couture ink, which is washable. It's permanent, so you can wash things that you ink. As long as you can heat set them, you can make it permanent. You can use it with paint. You can use it with etching cream. You can use it with foiling mediums. You can use this adhesive silkscreen with lots and lots of different mediums. So it really gives you a good value for your money when it comes to spending craft dollars. You can also chalk on, or ink for that matter, on pretty much any surface, as long as you can get your transfer to stick and it doesn't ruin the surface when you go to pull it up. So it's really fun, very easy, and extremely versatile. So tonight what we're going to do is we're going to create on our Sylvie chalkboard. The one that we're going to use tonight is a white chalkboard with a black frame. Last night we did it on a Sylvie chalkboard, but we did it on a black chalkboard with a white frame. So there is one of each. So not only does Chalk Couture make these amazing transfers, but we also make surfaces that you can chalk on, and we make the accessories, the squeegees, the chalk paste. We make all the stuff you need in order to create. So if you're interested in checking out any of these products, you can go to www.chalkcouture.com/makingmaria, and you can see pretty much everything that we're going to use here tonight. If you can do this, it helps me tremendously when you hit that button. So please, thank you, and thank you to everybody who takes the time to push that button. All right, that's enough talking about me. Let's get to crafting, people, right? That's just enough of that stuff. All right, so hello, Jody. Hey, Linda Squared. Hey, Jen. Welcome. Oh, Linda's here too. Oh, the whole gang is here. Hello, everybody. All right, so tonight we're going to do Every Little Thing is Going to Be All Right, because this is kind of my theme song right now. It's my mantra in my head, right? Sometimes we just need that little reminder that we are all going to get through social distancing and we're all going to be okay, hopefully, fingers crossed, at the end of the day. So this is what an adhesive silkscreen transfer looks like. It comes on a backer sheet, which is a white, kind of cardstocky type, laminated type sheet. One side is shiny and one side is dull. The dull side is the back. The shiny side is the side you're going to put your transfer back on when you're done because, oh, did I mention it's reusable? You can use it over and over again. So you're going to take your transfer, you're going to put it face down, you're going to carefully peel off your backer sheet. You need this because you're going to store it on it. So when we're all done, I take my transfer, I rinse it in cold water, and get all the chalk paste off of it. And then I can reuse it. Now this transfer is very sticky. It's only been used once. And it wants to stick to my surface right away. So sometimes when it wants to do that, I do a step called fuzzing, which I'm going to do. Fuzzing is a very technical term for just basically taking your transfer and sticking it to something that has lint on it. So a terry cloth towel, your blue jeans, your sweatshirt, your bathrobe. Blue jeans actually work really well. But just something that it can pick up a little bit of lint so it softens it adhesive, so now I can move it around more and get it positioned where I want it. Then when I wash my transfer, all that sticky stuff, or all that linty stuff washes right off. So it doesn't hurt my transfer. So I just put my transfer down and I smooth it out. I go around all my little silk screens because the white part that you see is a silk screen. So I go all around it just to make sure that I'm good and stuck down. Hello, Miss Amanda. Welcome to our chalking party. Now learn from my mistakes because I do this all the time. Check your surface for which side is the top. I kind of have a reputation. I'm not going to lie. I have a reputation. I tend to chalk upside down on surfaces, and then I have to screw out the little hooky thing and put it back. Yeah. Just always check, and then you know. So we need to my husband's yelling at the kids. They don't have school tomorrow, so we're giving them a little extra treat. They're up a little later. They're playing video games in the room next to me with their brother, who's not here. And my littlest is like, yeah, because they haven't talked in 2 days, so they're la. And my husband is like, you need to keep it down. Your mom is making a video. Oh, it's always entertaining at my house. All right, so I need to pick some chalk colors. So I think we're going to do Storm, which is a very deep, very pretty gray. And I think we need a little wisteria today. I kind of have my favorite colors, and wisteria is one of them. Kind of love me some wisteria. And then maybe we'll do a little, oh, what would go good with wisteria? Maybe just a little pop of raspberry sorbet. We've kind of used these colors a lot lately, though, I feel like, because they're kind of the go-to spring colors. But we're going to do it anyway. We're going to use 3 different colors. So you open up your chalk paste, and you stir it up. So before you ever put chalk on your project, you open up your chalk paste, you stir them up, and you think through what colors are you going to put where. So raspberry sorbet is a very pretty fuchsia color, I would say. It's a very, very pretty color. Wisteria is a kind of lilac-y purple. Again, a very pretty color. Super nice. And then we have Storm. Storm is just a very nice dark gray. Hello, Miss Charlotte. Hey, Virginia. Welcome, everybody. I hope everybody is staying safe. So Storm is just kind of a nice gray. I'd call it like an elephant gray, probably. Oh, hey, Jill. Welcome, welcome. That was such a cute note you sent me today, Jill. I think I've got everybody. Okay, I've said hi to everybody. So if you're new to our chalk party, say hi. We're a very chit-chatty group. We like to talk while I craft. So don't feel like you can't join in our conversation. Just join right in. We're friendly. We won't. We can be welcoming. Hey, Kathy K. Welcome. All right. So I've got chalk paste on. I should never stir and open my chalk paste over my project. But again, I have a reputation to uphold. I need to do that. Okay. So we're gonna do. I think we're gonna do our cute little bird in lilac, maybe. And then we'll do, So this particular transfer has two very distinct different fonts to it. It has the scrolly and then it has kind of more the block. So when I tend to change up colors, I change it with the font. So I keep certain colors with certain fonts. So I think we're going to do everything is all right in Storm, and we'll do little gonna be all in Raspberry Sorbet, and then we're gonna make our cute little bird Lilac. That way it gives us an opportunity to kind of play with some colors, see them on a white background, because your colors will look different based on the background that you put them on. And now our next step is squeegees. So I'm just gonna pull out some mini squeegees and maybe a multi-purpose tool, but for the most part I think we can get away with little squeegees. So our mini squeegee is just kind of a little tiny, cute little squeegee. Can you hear Charlie? I apologize if you can hear Charlie. He's very excited to be playing video games with his big brother. It's never dull at my house. Hello, Miss Terry from Texas. He doesn't get to play video games with his big brother, usually, but because his brother was going to go away for a while, we decided to break some rules, and they figured out how they could play online when they're not home together, and oh my goodness, the kid just giggles like crazy. I know, Amanda. This pink right here, Raspberry Sorbet, is gorgeous. Okay, so before you ever put chalk on your project, you have your colors stirred and ready, and you have thought through where you're going to put what. Because chalk dries super fast. Super, super, super fast. So you don't have a lot of time. So you need to know in advance what you're doing, and you want to be conscious as you're watching your chalk and see if it's drying. Chalk is shiny when it's wet, and when it dries, it becomes matte in finish, kind of dull. So you can keep an eye on it, and then you'll know as your chalk is drying. If that's the case, then what we do is we do a step called paste and peel, where we just pull it back and then lay it right back down. It's not a big deal, but it removes the stress. The reason that you want to be careful about that is because chalk does dry quickly. If it dries on your silk screen, when you go to pull your transfer off, it will take the chalk with it. So drying is not your friend. If that happens, it's okay. That's the beauty of chalk. It's not the end of the world. You can wash it off, or you can simply wash the transfer, lay it back down, and do it again right over it, the other chalk. So it's very stress-free. Hello, Miss Jill. What is she saying? Those colors would have looked really good on the eggs that I made yesterday. Yes, they would have looked very good on the eggs. I think those really pretty little Easter eggs you can do in just about any color. Do I have them? Nope, I don't have any. I don't have them down here. I took them all upstairs and put them all over my house. But we have these really cute little wooden eggs that Jill's talking about. I made those yesterday. All right, so wisteria. What did we say? Wisteria, Storm, and then Raspberry Sorbet. All right, so first I'm going to start with Raspberry Sorbet. And the reason I'm doing that is when I look at my chalk base, I can tell, which chalk pastes are a little more runny and which chalk pastes are a little more dry. So again, because of that whole drying factor, I start with the chalk that is the more liquefied because it's going to give me a little bit more time. So I just go up and down, cover up my silk screen, try not to get in the other silk screen that I want to make a different color, squeegee all my excess off. I take a wipe or a paper towel or a napkin, preferably wet, it's easier if it's wet, and just wipe off your squeegee. Then I'm going to take my squeegee, I'm going to dip it in my Storm, I'm going to do our other words. So there's two gray colors I tend to chalk often with gray. It's probably, I use it probably more often than I use even black or white. It's very neutral, obviously, and it looks pretty good in just about any home decor. So it kind of gives you a lot of flexibility with, because I'm never always sure what room I'm going to put something in. So it's kind of nice to give it flexibility. Plus, I make things and sell them sometimes. And when I do the craft fairs and stuff, it's more neutral. So if you're going to give something as a gift and you're not really 100% sure, like their home decor colors, it's kind of nice to use gray, because gray pretty much fits anywhere. Okay, so we've got all of our silk screen covered up. I've smoothed out all my lines. Now all we need to do is do our cute little bird. Hope we're not dry. Make our cute little bird wisteria. And now we pull off our transfer. Hey, oh, Cassidy! The almost birthday girl is here. Okay, so I'm pulling off my transfer, straight up and down. And I did dry a little. I'm going to show you. First, I'll show you my transfer, and you can see it. So see the word little in the pink? See how you can't see through the screen? That's my dried up chalk. Okay, so I'm going to put my transfer straight up and, or sticky side up. I'm going to set it down, and then I'm going to show you. So everything looks good except the word little. See how it dried? So my chalk paste dried, and it pulled it off. Otherwise, this looks pretty darn good. So this is my trick to fixing that. I can wash my transfer off completely, but I don't really want to do that because I want to use it right away. So I just put a little tiny spray of water on it. I grab a wipe, and I'm just going to wash off little. I need to wash that chalk off because it's dried on my transfer. So by washing it off, it's not blocking my screen anymore. Okay, so see now, again, now again, I can see through the screen. It is wet now, though, because I got it wet with my wipe. So I do need to dry it off because I don't want to put a wet transfer back down on my project because it will make my chalk wet, especially as I'm going to move it around to line it up. So I just give it a quick little dry. Take my project again. Otherwise, this looks pretty darn cute. And I'm going to flip over and I'm going to line it up. Now, it is very easy to line up. People are always worried about it. Oh, shoot-a-rooney. I should have dried my chalk paste first. Oh, see, this is why you watch me. You learn what not to do. Hey, Kara. So I'm just drying. So what I did was, my chalk paste was not dry. So when I went to lay down my transfer, my gray, I smeared. So just make sure your chalk paste is dry. So what I'm doing now is I'm drying it. Okay, I need to set my surface aside because when I laid it down and I smeared it, I got the chalk paste on the back. And again, I need to get that off. I never thought about just cleaning a section of it. See, Kara, stick with me. Kara, I screw up often enough that you can pretty much learn how to fix things because it's kind of my mode. Okay, so I'm just, again, wiping it off. I'm just cleaning that little section, not submerging my whole. Normally, when you clean your transfer, you put it in a water bath or you rinse it in a sink. I don't want to get the whole thing wet right now because then I have to wait for the whole thing to dry. Okay, so again, I'm just washing that section and I'm drying off my transfer. I'll dry it off. Because you want to make sure if your transfer is wet when you go to put it back down, especially your sticky side, if it's wet, you just basically smear your chalk. So I'm just making sure that I'm good and dry. So now I air it out a little bit because I can still feel the dampness on it. So now we're actually going to redo two words. But if you look, because I smeared it, the word right is really smeary. So what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to wash that whole word off. So I shouldn't have really dried it. It would have been easier to wash off had I not dried it. Okay, this was supposed to be a cute little, fast little project. I mean, it's super cute, but it was supposed to be fast. I should know better. My fast little projects. Oop, they must have got sent to, oh yeah, they got sent to bed. I'm like, it got really quiet down here all of a sudden. Everybody went to bed. Okay, so now I dry it off. Okay, so I'm good and dry now. Make sure I'm not too damp. Okay. So we're going to try this again. So I line it up. It's actually very easy to line up because you can see the chalk paste in this through the silk screen. People are always worried about lining it up, and then they do it, and they're like, oh my gosh, that was so easy. I'm like, yeah. It's really just about bringing it back into focus. And honestly, it doesn't have to be completely perfect. Because we are not perfect. We need to... fix this side. Here we go. Okay. So we're just going to push down the right and little. Because those are the two words we're going to redo. And one is storm. Just right. So just go right over it. Then when I'm all done, I take my transfer, I stick it in my water bath, and wash it off with water. I don't really feel like little is lined up, but we're going to try it. We might end up with a double word because I don't really feel like it was lined up. When you have skinny little fonts like this, you just got to get it good. Yep, it's kind of shadowy. So there's a cute little project. Every little thing is going to be all right. I love these colors together. These are good colors. Okay, so this is project number 1. I'm going to take my transfer. I'm going to stick it in my water bath so that I can wash it off. And what I'm really going to do when I've washed the whole transfer off is I'm going to dry my transfer. I'm going to wash off a little and redo little because it did get a little, you know, got a little, it wasn't lined up right. But the rest of it is good. Good to go. So this is this cute little project. Now project number 1. Project number 2 is, I feel like this lately. Well, I feel like both of these sentiments actually lately. One of them says, I'm not adulting today and tomorrow doesn't look good either. I think this is a retired transfer. But I do have them if somebody wants them. But it's a fun little transfer. And then there's I'm very busy. And I want to make this transfer today because I think I need this transfer in my life. Because things haven't really slowed down. I don't know how you guys feel, but my life has not gotten slower in this little whole social distancing thing. If anything, my life has gotten busier. Which is not, I'm not complaining. I like being busy. It's just, sometimes I want to say to my little people that are home, Mom's really busy right now. Can you maybe play that game by yourselves? I mean, they're not little anymore. They can play games by themselves. So sometimes I just feel like maybe I could just hold up my sign that says, I'm a little busy. But that sounds the wrong message, right? That's really bad parenting. But that is sometimes how I feel. So I just take this, I'm going to wash this off because I want to reuse this sign. So I'm just going to, I spray it with water. And then I'm going to take our super cute little, I love this little tool. If you're looking for like fun crafting therapy, scraping dried chalk paste off is extremely satisfying. It is extremely satisfying. So look, watch this. Oh my gosh, people, this is like super fun. Check it out, just like that. Kara, telling you, I don't disagree with you, but the transfers, the new catalog doesn't come out until Monday, so we don't talk about it until Monday. Because it's just not fair to tease people. So I wash my surface off, and then I take our board eraser. And don't look at mine, because mine's dirty and ugly, because I use it all the time. Yours will be bright and pretty. But there's some shadowing. You can still see the words on my board. So you take the board eraser, and it will remove that shadowing. And I hold it up while I do this. You would not hold it up. You'd lay it on your surface and do this. I hold it up because otherwise you guys jiggle. So you just get your shadowing off. Shadowing is very common on chalkboards when you reuse them. And this board and pillar stand is a very popular surface because what it does is it allows you to wash off your surface and reuse it easily. It goes in the portrait or landscape direction, It sits on this cute little pillar stand. You can go either way, fits both ways. It's just super fun. Okay. So, got my surface all dried off. And we need a color that I'm going to be so busy in. And actually, maybe we'll just do cute little black. I know. You're all so shocked, right? That I'm going to use black and white. Black and white are kind of my favorite thing. So I have our cute little transfer. I flip it over. This one's brand new. I haven't used it yet. And I'm going to write, I'm very busy. Right on the back. So that way I know which side is the back. Because again, I'm going to store it on this when I'm all done. So I just remove my backer sheet, set it aside, take my transfer, lay it in my super cute little board. I'm going to lift it up a little bit. Now, again, if I fuzzed it, it would be much easier. It wouldn't stick so hard or so easily as I'm trying to figure out where I'm going to put it. And I'm feeling like I'm a little crooked. I'm going to try to straighten myself out a little. I'm learning since I moved into my new craft room that you guys don't have the same view. I have messed up. My cameras are not lined up. Neon colors. Charlotte, we've talked about this. We do not have any glow in the dark chalk paste. Oh, Charlotte, you're killing me, kid. Amanda says, what about a spring yellow? Yellow's just not my thing. See, like, I'm always into, like, like, I would do papaya, which is a pumpkin orange, because that's the color that's in my house. So when I think about colors in my decor, so my kitchen, family room area are kind of the sage greens, papaya, curry. Oh, we could do curry. Curry is a mustardy yellow. Kind of those fall colors. And then when we get into my living room, that's the bright, we call it the church room because there's floor to ceiling, like there's 20-foot windows in this room. There's so much sunlight in the room. That's the room I take all the pictures in. It's painted woodwork, and that's kind of grays and whites. Sounds like you should invest in glow-in-the-dark colors then, Charlotte. They don't make them. And glow-in-the-dark chalk, maybe. For home decor, maybe. I don't know if I'd want all my walls to glow when I turn my lights off. Oh, we could do couture teal. That's the same color as our board. That's the color that was on it, though. That's the color we washed off. We could do eucalyptus, which is a gray green. I should have thought this through before I hit the live button. We could do black and white with a black and white bow. Darlene, I think it should be allowed. You know what, Darlene? I think you're kind of right? I'm very busy. I'm very busy in a wimpy, wimpy gray color. No, I'm very busy. It should be big and bold. All right, so if we're going big and bold, then I think we have to go raspberry sorbet, which we already used, this gorgeous pink, right? Which would also look cute with a black and white ribbon, Virginia, don't you think? Charlotte says black and white works well. Oh, guava. Jill, you know how I feel about guava. I think they should be a different color than, I think they should be a different color than the rest of them. Oh, very should be a different color than the rest of them. Ooh. Oh, yeah, like I'm very busy. I'm not just busy, I'm very busy. Okay, I like where you're thinking there, Kara. Kara. One of these days I'm going to learn which way to say it. I agree. I think very should be a different color so it's more predominant. We could stick with our, wisteria and raspberry sorbet. We could throw in some white. We could do white and raspberry sorbet for the very. Let's do that. Because I think the raspberry sorbet will look really nice with a ribbon around it. Because then you're kind of plain and muted, and then you're very busy. I agree. All right. That's the route we're going. White is the most popularly used chalk color. Obviously, because it's white. Kara. Okay, that's what I thought. Thank you, Kara. All right, so I'm just gonna put my little covers over my chalk base, other chalk base, so they don't dry out while we're sitting here. And we're gonna do I am busy in white. Ooh, hey Kristen, welcome to our chalking party. How you doing? Welcome, welcome. All right, so that's what we're doing. We're doing raspberry and white, and then just for Virginia and I, we're gonna put a black and white ribbon on it. It is Holy Thursday, Virginia. You just finished. That's awesome. You must have, obviously, you're watching it on TV. Cool. All right, so we're going to do I am busy. Do our little white. Again, I'm just using the mini squeegee. It's a really nice size. You can do a lot of projects with the mini squeegee. Just when you get into like the bigger, like the B size transfers, sometimes you need a bigger transfer. And then the small squeegee works really well. The small squeegee and the mini squeegee are probably the two most popularly used squeegees. You know what? I really feel like I should put this on its sweatshirt and then walk around my house in it with my kids all day. I'm not complaining. I absolutely positively love it when they're home. My days have gotten so much nicer now that they're here. I'm not complaining. I am not looking forward to school going back in, if it comes back this year. I like them being here, and they're doing a good job. Our teachers have done an amazing job of being organized and keeping them on task. They've lost it, but this was kind of a rougher week just because we had Tuesday off. So we had Tuesday off, and then they had to go back, and now they're off tomorrow. So it was just kind of a weird week for them. So there wasn't, I don't necessarily think there was a lot of learning going on this week. I'm sure there was, and I'm just not aware of it. Okay, so I got a little bit of my pink, so I'm going to try to hide it. Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. Otherwise, I just look at it and say, oh, that's a Maria original. So just be careful when you touch the pink with your white that you don't stick your squeegee back in your chalk paste container. Okay, so we're ready to pull. Oh, and Virginia thinks my ribbon would be warranted. Okay, good. Thanks, Mom. Okay, so I pull off my transfer. And I am very busy. Now the raspberry sorbet right now does not look super bright, but as it dries, it pops more. I have one bleed that we need to fix. I'll show you that in a second. But I'm just drying it so I don't smudge it. I am very busy. I feel like telling my husband comes home for lunch, which is very nice. We get that extra little minute with him in the day. But he always walks in and he's like, so what you guys been doing all day? And I always gotta say, I'm so busy. And then he's like, well, doing what? I'm like, washing this kitchen counter off 15 times today. Right? How many times can you wash one kitchen counter off in a day? All right, so I need to fix our little bleed. So I'm gonna grab a little tiny Q-tip. I put a little bit of water right on my table and I just kind of dab. I don't want my Q-tip wet, I just want it damp. And then I just go up and down and it fixes it, just like magic. That's the beauty of chalk. That is why this is completely and totally no stress. So if you ever want to learn how to fix something, you just message me because I could pretty much done it all and need to fix it. So Virginia, I agree. You would like raspberry sorbet because it really is wild berry. It's just not slightly less purple. And for those of you who are newer, wild berry was our color last year. That was very similar. And it was both Virginia and I. It's our favorite color. So Virg and I, we bonded over wild berry. But it's just a little slight bit purple compared to raspberry sorbet. But it really is a pretty color. and you can do a lot of fun things with it. We use it often because it's very versatile. It's not just going to be a spring color, it's also going to be a really good summer color. All right, so we take our cute little stand and we stick our little board. Now this one's a really tight fit. They're not normally this tight. So you just got to work it in. Come on, get in there. Push it in. There we go. And it's nice and in there. Okay, get the chalk paste off. Okay, so so this is just really a nice little sand. I feel like it should be like I'm a crossing guard, right? I should walk around the house with this all day long and say, listen, here's your sign. Well, who is that, Jeff Foxworthy? Here's your sign. Mom's busy. I should put this on a sweatshirt. I really should. But you don't want them to feel like they're not important and like you don't have a minute for them when they need it, right? The best part of my husband working from home is he will never again ask what I do all day. Right, Jen? Jen, your kids are little though. My kids are bigger. Yeah. My kids are fun. They really got it dialed in though. They don't really need much except for Charlie needs to learn. Sometimes he needs what's this word say, Mom? What's this word mean? For math problems, we call our big brother because he's a math major in college and he helps the math problems. Oh my gosh, the same. Jennifer Tom says, I don't know how you do this every day, right? See? Look at how many really good things are coming out of this whole quarantine thing, right? Or safer at home, I guess. We're not really quarantined. We're safer at home, but there are so many good things coming out of it. I think that every day. I almost really don't want it to end. Not that I don't, trust me, I would like everyone to be healthy and all that good stuff, but I do very much, lots of good is coming out of it. Okay, I might have cut my ribbon a little too short. Another thing I might be notorious for. I really have some big reputations, right? I always chalk upside down. I always use black and white ribbon. I cut my ribbons too short, like almost every time. And this one, I doubled over. See, ladies, your kids are little. When your kids get bigger, your husband really does ask you what you did all day because they're not here. They're at school. And then you feel like you have to. Have my kids ever done Khan Academy? Actually, Kara, our kids use Khan Academy through school. It's actually part of their curriculum. They've always used it kind of like as a reinforcement to the lessons the teachers taught. And I mean, our school district, man, they are on it. My kids are on their computer at 8 o'clock in the morning, and it's not unusual at 1 o'clock in the afternoon. They're still not done. Now, Charlie, my 4th grader, he's done early. By 11 o'clock, he's done. My high schooler, one day this week, last week, he wasn't here this week. Last week, he sat at my kitchen table, and he started at 9 o'clock in the morning. He wasn't done until 3 o'clock in the afternoon. And he only has 4 classes. So for all that time, he did those 4 classes. My middle schooler, today she was done by 2. But now what the teachers are doing is they're doing video conferencing. So she might be done with her work, and then she has to get back on to do a video conference with the teacher. You use it all the time too? Do you have kids, Kara? So my bow is really probably kind of dopey. But you all, my regular viewers know bows are not really my thing. So here we go. We have this cute little sign that I can walk around my house with. Maybe I should just plaster it to my head. But you know what? Maybe it will make me stop baking because I'm like this baking fiend right now. And don't even get me started on these crazy M&M cookies. Oh my gosh, they call me from the little container that they're in. It's bad. Bad, bad, bad. All right, so we made 2 very adorable signs today to remind us that, first of all, everything is going to be all right, really, whether we want it to be or not, because at the end of the day, we are not the people that are in control. We like to think we are, but we really, oops, I got chalk on the bottom. We are really not the ones in control. And then, just for that little reminder to my children, that I'm busy. You know, I did say to them at one point today, you know, what did you guys think Mom did all day when you were at school? I didn't just sit here and wait for you to call me up with a spelling question. It's really funny. All right. 3 boys, 21, 14, and 12. Oh my goodness. So you're kind of the same as me, Kara. I have a 19, a 16, an 11, and a 9-year-old. So we're kind of in that same, we got bigger, but yet we've got little. Where are you, Kara? What state? I know I've asked you this before. I apologize for not remembering. All right, so these are our fun little projects for the evening. Just kind of 2 cute little reminders. This is our board and pillar stand. It's a very, very nice versatile chalkboard. And an A-size transfer that says I'm not busy. A-size transfers are $9.99. The board and pillar is $19.99. This is our Sylvie chalkboard. Again, a very nice washable surface. So these are really nice surfaces for when you want something that you're going to change up regularly, because they clean up really nice. And then everything is going to be all right. Is a B-size transfer. B-size transfers are $14.99. That's all I got. So thanks so much for watching me. Ooh, Kentucky. I guess I did know that. Kara is in Kentucky. Thank you, Miss Terry from Texas. I hope you have an amazingly wonderful evening. So tomorrow is Friday. I always do a video on Friday night. It is Good Friday, though. So it will depend on how much we get done with our services during the day. Otherwise, I should be live tomorrow night, I would imagine, but it will probably be a short, quick in and out project tomorrow night. And then Saturday, I don't do a video. Oh, and Sunday is Easter. It's okay, Kara. You didn't say something you're not supposed to. I've talked about the new catalog before. The new catalog comes, I think it's Monday, the 15th. I think it's Monday. Then it's not a new catalog, it's the summer catalog, the celebrations, where the new stuff is coming up. So yeah, so Sunday I won't do a video because it's Easter. I'm not going to see you guys on Sunday, so I hope you have a fantastic Easter and a great weekend. Well, I'll see you tomorrow night. We'll talk about it tomorrow night. I won't leave you hanging. We'll talk about it tomorrow night. Thank you, Darlene. I agree. So thanks, guys. I hope you have a super fantastic, amazing, wonderful Friday, because TGIF. Woohoo, it's Friday. And I'll be back at you tomorrow night. Thanks, guys. Have a great night. See ya.